guess what this is? I guess the title may give it away. Is it a suitcase? It's got a handle. But why does it have hinges? And clasps. Speakers? Why would it have speakers? Why would a suitcase have speakers? Oh, look, it says GE on it. So it's something electronic. But what's in the middle? Before I tell y'all that, I'll tell y'all what or how I found this. I was at a estate sale and they had this there. It was folded up, and so I had to open it up to see what it was. And when I saw what it was, I decided I needed it. Well, not because I needed it, I wanted it. And they told me $15, and so I paid $15 for it. Did not try to plug it in. It does have a cord or anything, so I bought it $15 as is. And it is a GE Trimline 400. What it is, it's a portable record player. And they made the Trimline 400 for quite a few years. I haven't done a whole lot of research, I just did a quick research. This one, I think, judging by some of the stuff, I think it's maybe like a 62 or 63, 1962 or 63. Later versions went to solid state. This is a tube. It's tube, it's not solid state. So it's definitely an early version. The later versions also went to, they started cheapening out on a lot of this, and the stylus and everything, and the tone arm, and this one still has the good solid one. These were made, I forget the company now. It is a, I want to say it's like VM or something. What is it? VM Corporation, and my understanding is that's the better table to have for these. Normally you would not be able to lift that up. It's got two clips that hold on the bottom. I've got those clips undone right now. When I got this, it was most of the turntable mechanism was pretty gummy, and so I took it apart and oiled everything up with Marvel Mystery Oil. It's their machine oil, light machine oil. Lubricating oil, it's good stuff. Keeps in this handy. It's equivalent to kind of like a 3M. So I lubed everything up with that and got it freed up. That was the only issue this thing had. Well, take that back. The original stylus was worn out, or the original needle was worn out, and so I went on eBay and bought a EV Electro Voice new old stock diamond needle. I've already put that in, and so let's see what this thing sounds like. The tone arm had not enough. Let's see, did it have too much, or yeah, it had not enough. It had too much weight on it. There's a spring in here that takes the weight off. And so it had too much weight. I think the spring had weakened. There's an adjustment here. There's a little clip that goes in here, and you can put this, and that puts more spring tension, which takes weight off of it. And I think I've got it ballparked. I had it with the original cartridge in it. It was still off, and it was still skipping, or it was skating. It would skate across, and I lightened it up. I need to get I need to put a scale on it, or put it on a scale, because these are supposed to track at about 2 ounces. I don't know what I've got on it. It's pretty light. So I think I've got it close. So this is an automatic. You can stack records up, and it will drop them and advance the next one. I have not tried that function on it, but let's turn this thing on. We'll give it a minute to the tubes to warm up. They seem to warm up pretty quick though. And I've got a record. I've just got some classical. I'm hoping it keeps me from getting flagged for copyright. We'll see. Probably won't let it play much. And then I'll show y'all kind of what it looks like in the back. And I'll give y'all a close-up look of everything. And I'll show you some history on this thing and tell you some of the history that they told me on it. And the controls are dirty. I need to clean them. Let's skip around some. It's got separate bass and treble controls. It's got left and right balance controls, and of course volume. Like I said, the only thing I've done to this thing is clean up the turntable, oil it up, get it all freed up, and put a new cartridge in it. I need to find my deoxit, clean all the controls, and probably clean all the tube sockets. I did have one tube socket that seems to have a little bit of a bad connection, probably a dirty connection. I wiggled it around and it's working now. It worked fine when I first got it out. When I powered it on right before this video, I wasn't getting sound. Wiggled that one tube because it wasn't lit up, and it came on and started working. So one dirty socket there. So let's play it just a little bit more. We'll go to another one. And it seems to be tracking well now, but it was way too heavy to begin with. And I'm sure the bad needle wasn't helping, but I lightened it up just to help. No reason for it to be so heavy. Flagged. Oh wait, let's show you all this. And Let's try putting something else in. See if I can find something else that might not get flagged. And we're gonna stick to classical, I think. I think that's our best. Yeah, I think classical's our best bet in not getting flagged. If it gets flagged, I guess it gets flagged. Give it a second. Facing trouble. And let's go to the end here. Like I said, I still need to clean the controls. They're a little scratchy. Watch this, and we'll see if it advances the next record. So what it should do is it should pick up might need some adjustment. There's an adjustment on the arm right here. It looks like we'll probably have to adjust that. It's not picking up that it's at the end. So we'll just go ahead and yeah, there's an adjustment under here, and I think that's probably what's off. See if we get a little noise out of it. So let me show y'all. I guess let me take this record out. Now I've got the, I guess let me tell y'all a little history of this thing. I guess I can tell y'all while I'm showing y'all. Let me turn the light on. Okay. So history on this thing. Oh, and we've got all the adapters and everything right here as well. So this thing, the people told me the original owners were not there. Well, one of them was. I don't know if the woman was there. I think she was in the house. This was in the garage. The husband was out in the garage, but the people said that he had dementia, and so he couldn't really remember much about it. But the other people were they were friends with them for, or maybe relatives or something, but they were the same age, and they said they got married about the same time. And they said that they've been married 57 years, and they had bought this right after they got married, and that the woman's father had scolded them because they said they paid $150 for it, and he scolded them for spending so much money on something, right after they got married. And so 50, if it was 62, then that's 57 would be what, 61? 57 years would be 1961. So if they bought it in 62, that makes sense. So here's the turntable. Can't lift it up too much. You can see all the mechanism down there. And there's one of the clips where one of the clips goes, and there's where one of the clips goes on the other side. You can see it's nice and oily now. Little clasp, you can tell it's been sitting outside. It's kind of oxidized. When I opened it up, so I opened up the back side so I could get to the turntable. Like I said, I haven't cleaned this thing up any. Well, that's the first time I actually saw the so there's the wall, there's the model number. That's the first time I've seen that or noticed it. I was wondering why I couldn't find any model information. I was going by pictures, so I think if you look this up, and I'll look it up after this, it should be a Trimline 400. And I don't know. Yeah. So, I've got the cover off the back. You can see the tubes. And filter capacitor right here. And then I'm going to do some cord repair right there, but there's underneath. There's the turntable. And of course the other speaker over here. These do detach. And the cord stores in, so you can space them out or fold them up. So let's get this record out of the way. And I will show y'all when I open this thing up. Here's what I found. So, probably can't read this. It says, it's probably people, it's something stereo portable. Maybe it says 1/9 of 1978. Can't read the name. And there's a diamond needle on here for $5.90. Oddly enough, I think I paid less than that for the one on eBay. You know, 40 years later. Did I pay less than that? No, it was under $10 shipped. I don't know what this says. I'm wondering if that says something filter. And if it could be that filter capacitor. It does look a little bit newer, but I'm not positive. And then I paid $15 in parts, or $15.60, and then $15 in labor for 15. Looks like $18 parts, or $18 labor, and it was $33.60. So I thought this was really cool being in there. And then, of course, here's the back. There's nothing special about it. I mean, it's just but I'm not going to wait to put it on there until I clean everything. And, of course, put the connections back on. Or clean it. Yeah, clean everything. This is the little screw right there, I think is what's going to need to be adjusted. See, we're hitting a stop right there. I think we should hit the stop before then. I think that stop needs to be adjusted out. I'm trying to look and see what so I'll need to adjust that a little bit, and all this stuff kind of needs a little bit of tweaking. I mean, it hasn't been stored in a garage for years. So anyway, I thought this was too good to pass up. I thought it was really cool. And it'll play 78s, 45s, 33s, 16s. So that was really cool. And I've got quite a bit of vinyl. And these are ones I've sorted out that are going to get donated. I had bought I was at a garage sale and they had a whole crate of stuff, and I was going through and picking through it, grabbing some out. And I asked her how much. I think she said like $1 or something each. And then, so I don't know how many I had picked out. And she saw me going through them. She said, I'll give you the whole crate for, it was like a milk crate, you know, there's probably, I don't know, like that many records in it. And I forget how much she said, but I agreed to it. And I picked through them when I got home, and that's kind of that's either ones that are missing, they're either empty sleeves, they were missing records. I got a Eagles Hotel California, but no record in it, which is, wish I had that one. But and I don't remember where I got that one, but that might have been there. But the other ones are some that I've just picked out that yeah, don't really want. Well, you see right there, well, there's actually all those right there too. This one I'm actually keeping, I guess, but it takes up too much space up there. Some of these I think are keepers, and some of them are not. I don't know. It's been a while. I think that Christmas one was a keeper. I just have no room for it up here. So, anyway, that's it. Hopefully this thing doesn't get flagged and the music pulled on it. I think that classical is a safe choice. Trying to pick old classical records that hopefully aren't in Google's database. So, yeah, if you've seen one of these, let me know. I'm going to have to do some more research now that I saw that tag. I don't know how I missed that before. Well, I know how I missed it before. I haven't had these speakers folded out much. And when I was testing this thing out, I just left them folded in. And so I just didn't see it. But, yeah. I have had them folded out, so I'm surprised I missed it while I had them folded out. But I'm going to do some research on it, and I'll find out some more on it, and you can look it up too if you want. But it's a pretty neat little record player, and I think we're going to have Christmas over at my in-laws this Christmas, and so I immediately thought of this because we always Christmas morning we play. Me and my wife, we have our Christmas favorites, and let's see, where's Christmas? We got our holiday stuff over here, and so I bought her the Bing Crosby. And got the Nat King Cole. These are ones that she remembered listening to growing up. So Nat King Cole, Bing Crosby, and I bought her the Elf. Had to have the Elf soundtrack. She wanted it. And we've got Elvis Christmas. We've got Walton's Christmas album. I think we have a Snoop. Do we have a Snoopy? And there's a Popeye for the kids. Got some. That's a good one. But anyway, we'll. My thought was that we would take this over there, and we would take our favorite records over and listen to them over there Christmas morning. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. And my other turntables, a little harder to, it's definitely not portable. So anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe for more. If you want to see more of this thing, let me know. I didn't video any of the cleanup on it or anything. I didn't really think it would be that interesting, but if you want to see more on it, let me know, and I'll do some on it. Thanks.